I think the industry itself is going to go through quite a major change. Currently you have in the UK on average, 1 to 2 meg sort of broadband speeds, which have a restriction in sort of some of the usage they can have. But when we go forward and look at 20 to 40, even 100 meg sort of speeds that are being talked about, I think the media landscape will change quite significantly. So that's sort of the model that we're looking at LoveFilm. For business in general, there will be a lot more opportunity. And for us at LoveFilm, video conferencing and using that more frequently is one of the main things that will change. I think also as we move it from a physical to a digital type service, because if you imagine the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be a big transfer from postage-based physical DVD onto on-demand TV-based content that people will look at. And that itself is going to fundamentally change how we operate, because rather than put things in envelopes, we're actually going to be loading things up online so that people can then access and managing it that way. So remote working, I think, will be more possible, better customer service that will enable us to link through in different areas. At LoveFilm, we already use India, for example, to do emails, because we can get a 24/7 service operating out of there that doesn't have some of the traditional issues of language recognition and that India's had before. So I think those sort of flexibility gives us more choice and more options. I think whenever change takes place, I think the incumbents are the ones that are sort of most at risk, because the technology and innovation is going to take place probably in smaller companies rather than bigger companies that don't sort of cannibalize and innovate as quickly as they probably could do or should do. So I think some of the incumbents are going to struggle. For example, if you've invested millions of pounds in a set-top box technology that actually is going to be completely superseded by an internet available content to your TV directly, with lots of different programming guides and menus that many different companies have, I think that becomes a risk. So I think there could be some losers. I think what's going to happen, to be honest, is a lot of companies will start up, and a lot of companies will start to operate in this space and will actually get good content films, good TV programs, and there will be a huge proliferation to start with. And then some consolidation will take place as there's just not enough demand in the early years to cope with a huge proliferation of companies. And I think the challenge for then is who's going to be the winners at the end of the game.